Cut it. 60 outlaw.
Check. No. Hey, tight.
Snap.
Throwing on first down. Coleman. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 5. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like.
What? 280.
No. Undercrook.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Boy stays up, shedding the tackle. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
This is taken around the 12. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number 1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Watch the flag.
X3. 218. Chop it.
On second down now, it's Jones. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Hey, over.
To throw on third down, Coleman. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
It's a gain of 35.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
25, 25.
53 is the mark. I'm here all day. 53 is mark.
One left, one left.
53 is mark. Hey, watch that.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Wilson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cards are going to have the football with a first and 10 deep in their own territory.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 52.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Looking to throw on second down. Coleman. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
Check not
Bam. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Coleman. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Sam Hubbard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken it around the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over first and 10.
Fight. 215.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. We got double up, double up, double up, double up.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
380. 53, Mike. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch up.
Now Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Foxtrot.
2nd and 11. Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
10 logo.
Man, I got you.
22 jet bomber.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 6. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Mike spot 9. 6 man. Check curls. Kill.
Greystone, travel.
Fresno.
On 3rd down, Coleman. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Recon. 132 fighter.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Cardinals 16, line 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
12. Spread left.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 49. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hey.
Mike,
Yep.
Mike's 59. Here we go.
Hey!
Watch the run.
Now.
Here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down.
Go!
Switch. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike.
Hey! I-7.
You think you won't get this?
Ready?
A final shot before break. Coleman. This will be caught at about the 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Fall back.
To throw again. Wilson. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Position. When they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson now to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
I got it. Jim.
Quick right.
Mike, 53. Hayward. 3, Mike.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Robbie Anderson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Ball ready, let's start ball. Let's start ball, yeah.
So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is now 13.
Is good. Makes the score Cardinals 26, Lions 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Man up, D. Man up, D.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Still got 4 down, 4 down. Hold up, hold up.
From the gun, Wilson looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, alert. Check. Lucky. Friday. Sponge.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
Check. 59.
Hey, exit.
59. Mike.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Watch twitch.
Bravo. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Coleman. And complete to Zach Ertz.
We got this.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch twist.
61. Matchbox lights. Go.
Operating from the gun. Coleman. He completes it to Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Ready, ready.
This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Coleman. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They come out here in the I. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They're going to run for it with Jones. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I smell fear in that offense.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Haywood.
Slam. 59's Mike, 59's Mike.
Fight.
Looking to throw on second down. Coleman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
First down, Arizona.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Shoot.
Right back to him on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check. Hey, Sam off.
Looking to throw. Coleman, flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is how you do it, my friends. This will be spotted out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Let's go, team.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. That one complete to Elliott. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. He finds Douglas complete, and he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They get 9 there, and in the process, escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
Touch Missy.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Arizona, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.